That was weird, because I didn't quite understand what the puzzle was at first, but now it makes sense. Wow, it sure is lively in here. It certainly is, even more so than I thought. It's so cheerful, and everyone seems to be having a good time.
Say, it ain't just the shadiest of the shady that hang about in here. Well, you do get the occasional rabble-rouser every now and then. For the most part, everyone here is good people. You'll find the head honcho herself over behind the counter. Why not go introduce yourselves?
She's not behind a counter. She's not behind a counter at all.
Oh, boss lady, I come bearing customers for you.
Rouge. It's so difficult to see it as Rouge and not Rogue because people always accidentally spell it Rouge when they mean Rogue, especially in the context of a tavern like a D&D. Oh, we're going to the Rogues Guild, but I spelled it Rouge, but her actual name is Rouge. Also, she's not Rogue from X-Men, although I will voice her that way. No, I won't. I can't do that voice. Actually, I can't do any voice. Never mind. Turn the volume down before you scare away all my other customers. Use your indoor voice, remember? What was that? Customers, you say?
Now, I sort of sprung this on you. I know they're just a bunch of kids, but that lad is my savior. Hand to heart. So do me a favor and get the lad an non-alcoholic juice. It's on me. Just put it on my tab.
I don't care about that. Did you take a look at that girl? What the heck were you... What the heck? What the hecking heck were you thinking? You can tell we're in the bad part of the town. Do you have a loaf of bread? are we watching? Wait. This is so weird. Like we're in the bad part of town, but instead they can't have them actually use sailor talk, but they just replaced it with, do you have a loaf of bread for a brain or something? You fool. Ah. That girl, how do you know that already? It's been 13 seconds since we left the courtroom. You shouldn't know. Oh, no, wait. She was suspected even before the trial. Never mind. Sorry.
Bizella, are you joking? I didn't know that.
Now see here, Espella is not Bizella. We were the ones that proved her innocence and cleared her of the charges. Oh, right, because that was the first case.
See, boss lady, the lad agrees she's not Bizella. And besides, I knew the girl was innocent from the moment I laid eyes on her.
Cutter, your judgment is about as reliable as paper shoes in the rain. Who is this woman? Why do you say things? What I'd like to know is who told you three to come here in the first place. It was Inquisitor Barnum. Really now? So it was him, was it? You guys. Listen, don't say a word of this to anyone else, you hear? It could make life as difficult for our dear Inquisitor as paper shoes in the rain. Right, got it. She's about as smart as a cookie in a blender. I don't know what he expects me to do with you guys, but fine, I'll lend you a hand. You can stay here for the night. There's an empty room you can use upstairs. We don't exactly get the cleanliest type staying here, so forgive the mess. Should be good enough to sleep in, though. Thank you very much. We really appreciate it. Thank you so much. Don't get the wrong idea, kiddos. This place ain't a charity. I expect you to return the favor someday by doing a puzzle. I'm sure glad Rouge turned out to be such a nice person. Yes, Mr. Cutter and Miss Rouge are both very kind. It looks like we can rest easy for now, right, Mr. Wright? She's about as useful as a bunch of earth underwater. I know that it's pronounced cleanliness, but they spelled it cleanliness. Right? Didn't they spell it wrong? I think they spelled it wrong. That is how it's spelled. Fine. Alright, I lose 1 point. Espelard. That is how it's spelled. Oh. Wait a minute. The word spell is in her name. Could she be a witch? And I guess we can take this time to do a little sleuthing too if we want to. But we should probably rest while we can. Tomorrow is going to be a pretty hectic day. Now that's an idea I can get behind. Sculptor's room? What are you talking about? Do you and Inquisitor Barnum know each other? I guess you could say that. Is that right? It's just a bit surprising, I guess. I mean, Inquisitor Barnum is the head of the Knights, and you're... some ne'er-do-well tavern owner, right? Well, can't fault you for stating facts, kid. You may both be different, but I get the feeling that the two of you are like two paper shoes in a rainstorm. Zack is, well, different from all the other knights in Labyrinthia. To any other knight, we're nothing more than a bunch of filthy no-good scum. We're the first ones to blame whenever a crime or anything happens out in town. That's true. Mr. Carter didn't do anything wrong when the professor and I gave him a hand. Yep. Society judges us very harshly, you see. But Zack, he's fair. He doesn't judge anyone based on how innocent or shady they may look, or what sort of job they've got. He's only interested in protecting the town with fair and sound judgment. That's why he always helps us out. Interesting. Like I thought, he really is a good person. Did you say something? Oh, no, it's nothing. Well, I think that's my cue. You take it easy and rest up, okay? If Zack told you to hide out here, then I really doubt the Knights will come snooping around. And even if they did come here, we sure as heck wouldn't turn you over to the likes of them. Lady. Watch your ears, there are children present. That's good to know. Thank you again, Miss Rouge, you're really too kind. For such a little guy, you sure do know how to keep a level head in a tough spot. Your friend over there, on the other hand, I haven't heard a peep from him this whole time. It's fine. I'm sure he'll be right as rain in a paper shoe storm tomorrow. It says there's a hidden puzzle here, too. I bet it's the statue. Maybe. This is a Christian Minecraft stream. We'll have to find a milder curse that I can substitute when she says the H word. So this is it. Oh, so this is it. This must be the room Rouge was talking about, huh? Oh my. It is quite unique, isn't it? Is that a statue in the corner? How very avant-garde. That statue really looks a lot like Mr. Carter, doesn't it? Hey, I wonder if he made this himself. Not only is Mr. Carter very nice, it seems he's quite artistic as well. I don't know if I'd call this art per se. Also, don't you normally make a sculpture of someone else? Like he would pose for them and they would sculpt it? Anyway, it's nice to have a safe place to rest for a while. Uh-huh. We did so much running about today. I'm totally exhausted. I think we can plan out our next step in the morning. Let's try and get some rest. Right. Puzzle first. It'll be time to sleep when you're dead. Maya. If only I'd been able to save you. It never would have come to this. Just great. I should be ready to pass out right now, but I just can't fall asleep. I'm a little thirsty. Maybe I should go grab some water. Maybe I should grab a paper shoe and go out into the rainstorm and gather some water. Freaking paper shoes. Looks like the party is over. Everyone must have gone home by now. I'll just grab some water and head back to the room. Actually, I'm sure there's no puzzles while we only have oh, I was wrong. There is a puzzle. She's the puzzle. What's up? Can't get to sleep? Yeah. I'm absolutely beat, but I just can't keep my eyes shut. You don't say. Maybe I can bore you to sleep with a bad puzzle. It looks like you've got your work cut out for you cleaning up this place. Do you need a hand? Nah, it's fine. The house rule is you make a mess, you clean it. But those dummies couldn't keep their eyes open. I'll make them clean up in the morning. Huh? So, hasn't everyone gone home? I couldn't exactly let them go home in that state, so I shoved them all upstairs for the night. Yes, it's not safe. It's not safe to walk home after drinking your non-alcoholic juice. Drunk driving is so dangerous that they don't drink or drive here, and I still make them stay home. I still make them stay here. They don't drink or drive, and yet they still have to stay the night here. This is both their home and shelter. I mean, don't tell me you can't hear their loud snoring from down here. And here, I thought that was my stomach growling this whole time. So, you must have come down here for something, right? Oh, yeah, that's right. I came down for a glass of water. Alright, but you'll have to earn it first. You win at my game, and I'll get you any drink you want, on the house. Did you say game? What kind of game? Silence! That was totally unexpected. I'm really sorry if I said something wrong. Now, don't you go getting the wrong idea. I only drew this knife to use in this puzzle I've made for you. Alright. Chalice Challenge. Slide the red chalice to the bottom right-hand corner of the table. Use the knives to bounce the red chalice around the table. The direction of the slide depends on the angle of the knife. Be careful not to deliver any green challenges as the cups switch places when they hit each other. The cups... If one of the chalices slides off the table, or if a green chalice is delivered to Phoenix, you have to try again. Oh, use check to your heart's content. Okay, cool. So it's like a laser puzzle game? We're trying to... Where do I get to... Oh, I can... Okay, I get it. Alright, well that's gonna have to go that way. This is gonna have to be that way. That's gonna be like that. We're gonna hit the green, and the green is gonna go do. Hit this one into that way over here, like this. Is this even a puzzle? Oh.
The answer here is obvious.
Ba-da-ba-da-bum.
Just thinking outside the box.
If you're looking for a tougher challenge, try talking to Rouge. She's bound to have a harder puzzle sitting around somewhere. Challenge accepted. Not too shabby, Tiger. Well, a promise is a promise. You can have any drink you want, no charge. Refills included. Just say the word. The word is water. I think I'll take you up on that offer. You earned it, you know. Never saw anyone around these parts take down a puzzle like that so fast. It was pure luck, trust me. If you want a puzzle expert, Luke is the one to talk to. Oh, you mean that sharp-looking kid, right? You know, for someone so young, he's got a good head on his shoulders, that one. It looks like he's been through a lot. Yeah, he sure has. He seems to be in good spirits, but deep inside, he must be hurting really bad. He just lost someone very dear to him, but he's trying so hard to hide it. Then there's Espella. She had a new accusation thrown at her and is at the risk of being burned alive. And Maya, I can't stop thinking about how her death was completely my fault. That's why I need to be stronger, but I can't. I just feel so hopeless. I'm the only one who can protect Luke and Espella. But I'm scared. I'm scared that what happened to Maya will happen again. Maya, huh? I caught wind of what happened today in court. She seemed very important to you. I'm alright. I'm just not sure I can protect those two. More than that, I just don't want them to think I might fail them. You want to protect them, and don't want them to think you'll fail, huh? That all sounds well and good, but you want to know what I think? I think you're just telling yourself what you want to hear. Huh? What do you mean? I think the words coming out of your mouth right now are downright selfish. Like a single paper shoe in a rainstorm. Have you taken a second to step back from your wallowing and think about how worried they must be about you right now? So it's hopeless, huh? Do you think those kids are hopeless too? Psh, don't make me laugh. You want to see hopeless? That's easy. Just take a look in the mirror. How do you expect to protect those two if you can't even manage to get a hold of yourself? It's okay. I get it. You had some really, really rough stuff happen to you today. Unimaginably sad, emotionally trying stuff. Is this Maya's song? Oh, it is. That's why the first thing you need to do is just accept it. Accept it all. The sadness, the remorse, everything. Honestly, I don't blame you for expressing just how hard this whole situation has been on you. Who could? I can never forgive myself for letting this happen. I couldn't do anything. Not a single thing. I did nothing to help Maya at all. Maya, she gave her own life to save Espella. If only I'd been quicker. If only I could have done something. Rouge can replace her. She's as smart as a dog in a wheelhouse. She'd still be here by my side. I really want to hear some more of these ridiculous things from her. It's all my fault. Oh, Luke, what are you doing here? Ah, Espella, what are you doing up at this time? I couldn't sleep. I thought I'd just get a glass of water. Who's that over there? Is that Ms. Rouge and Mr. Wright? Hey, we should head back to bed, Espella. We have an early start in the morning, after all. You're right. The hell is that? No, I don't know if you guys can hear that. Somebody is... It doesn't sound like a vacuum. It's like a power saw or something. I don't know what. Mr. Wright. Alright, tell me about the other puzzle. Rouge, I just wanted to thank... No, I didn't. I want to know about the other puzzle. Didn't it say there was another puzzle? It said, ask Rouge about... Oh, that counted as clicking on her again. Curses. Oh well, we'll do it later. One of the things that that Professor Layton games do is that after you've finished a chapter, they'll go, okay, there is a place where you can go and do all of the puzzles that you missed, so that you never permanently miss a puzzle. Oh, sorry, Luke. Did I wake you up? Is Espella still asleep? Yep, she's out like a light. She must have been really tired. Yeah. Mr. Wright? Starting tomorrow, I'm going to give 110, no, 210%. Whoa, where'd that come from all of a sudden? I just want to help you stay focused, Mr. Wright. Luke. I'm sure with Espella and me on your side, we can take on anything that comes our way. There's no puzzle out there tough enough to stop the likes of us. No puzzle too tough, huh? That sure sounds like the Luke I know. I guess it does, huh? Luke, you've really helped me get back on my feet. I can definitely see why you're the professor's apprentice. That I am. Let's give it our best, Luke, as an ace attorney and an ace apprentice. Right you are. Alright, so, what do you say we get some rest, huh? I'm all for that. Good night, Mr. Wright. Good night, Luke. 200% of 210% of what?
The next parade is the most crucial one yet.
Yes, my lord, I understand.
I leave the rest in your hands. Please take care of Espella.
Yes.
You have had to endure much thus far, but understand that the end is near.
Indeed.
Oh, I see. Is that a hint of contempt I see in you, Inquisitor Darklaw?
Is he Kinzo now?
I must rest.
What a foolish man.
What a foolish man. Yeah.
You will know soon enough.
Yeah.
Soon you will see the advent of a new story.
Yeah.
And you will pay for all of your mistakes.
Yeah. And then she turned into a cat.
Huh? The advent of a new story? I wonder, what could she be planning?
And why would she be talking out loud?
It's true. Strange things have been occurring within the story. Such as the storyteller making Espella Cantabella his own daughter, a witch. Why would he write such a thing? Something is not right. Should I investigate further?
I don't know. Good morning, Luke. Espella? Did you guys sleep all right? Yes, thank you. I slept very well. Me too. I'm recharged and ready to get started, Mr. Wright. It looks like someone got plenty of rest last night. That's right. A lack of sleep leads to a weary mind, after all. Okay, guys, let's decide on where we should investigate first. Oh, it would probably be safer to avoid going into the town center for now. That's right. Inquisitor Barnum did say there was nowhere we could hide. Alright then, let's just stick to this area and see what information we can find. That Great Witch Bazella has to be a pretty important part of Labyrinthia's history. Right you are. I mean, she is called the legendary Great Witch. I'm confident someone can tell us something. Yeah, there's bound to be a clue out there somewhere that can shed light on this whole thing. I think you're right. Detective Accidenti mentioned some things about Labyrinthia in his letter to the professor, too. He wrote that this town is shrouded in secrecy, and where there are secrets, you can bet there are clues. We should investigate this area first. There are no knights patrolling around here. I guess they really do avoid this part of town, huh? I'm sure we can get a lot of information from the townsfolk. Now that you mention it, isn't this near where Espella had that run-in with those two guys? Yes, it is. It's about halfway from the marketplace. Then in that case, I think there's a possibility we'll find someone with a connection to what's happened. And that means more information on the witches for us. You got it, Luke. We've got 2 weeks to gather as much information as possible. Why 2 weeks? Wait, so... Hold on. So, Espella... We had a court date for Espella. They're like, in 2 weeks, we're going to put you on trial for being the witch. And now, just yesterday, she confessed to being the Great Witch, and we performed super crime by interrupting the, the execution. Why in the world would we report to the courtroom in 2 weeks? Like, hey guys, you know, we're not allowed to skip this court date, so we're here. She turned you into a newt. A newt? I got better. What's wrong, Luke? I didn't mean to startle anyone. I just forgot to mention. The next parade isn't actually in 2 weeks. Oh, right. Were we concerned about the parade? Was that it? It's not? That no-good storyteller changed the date of the parade by writing in his book. He just changed it right there in front of us. He rewrote the story, then... When exactly is the next parade? Well, it's sort of actually today, Mr. Wright. What? Alright. Did you just say today? No way. Man, talk about time slipping away. I think they've already started preparing for the festival. It looks like it might start this evening. Just our luck. Mr. Wright? Alright. Okay, this gives us all the more reason to start investigating right away. Let's see what kind of clues we can find today while there's still time. I'm sure we can find something on the Great Witch Bezella. Yes, you're right. Okay, let's do our best to find some clues. It's like the standard visual novel problem. It took us so long to say, we're awake, let's look for clues, the parade is today. 3 sentences. I should stop looking around for puzzles because I'll just do the other puzzles later. It's fine. Wait, this even said hidden puzzles 0 out of 0. Espella, hold on a second. Think you could give me a hand around the place? Things have been a bit busier around here, and things have got a bit busier around here, and I'm a bit short-staffed at the moment. But I have to. Miss Rouge, we really have to get going. Actually, that might be a good idea. What do you think, Espella? Well, you'd definitely be a lot safer here. Just leave the investigation to us. Okay, if you think that's best. Just, both of you be careful out there. Of course. We'll be back soon with lots of info. Is it really okay to just leave Espella here, Mr. Wright? I don't think Rouge really needed any help. I think she's actually looking out for Espella. Huh? She is? Espella has just been accused of being Bezella, and admitted to it. Don't keep saying accused. She actually volunteered that information herself. Who knows what would happen if she set foot outside in the town? Oh, neither one of us thought of that. Espella's already been through so much. I don't think angry villagers and knights with sharp swords are gonna help her. Looks like this investigation is on us, Luke. Let's get out there and find ourselves some clues. The Ace Attorney and the Ace Apprentice are on the case. Oh, this guy. No, we're leaving. This place is so different during the day. It's absolutely bustling. Vegetable vendors, tailor shops, bazaars. There are all sorts of different branches. Okay. It looks like this must be the marketplace. Okay. A marketplace. Yes. How about we take a look? Let's look for clues. Isn't that Mr. Neidle? Who was... Oh, that was the guy with the rubber sword. And Miss Mary standing over there? Oh, yeah. Now that you mention it, Espella did say that Miss Mary's farm is somewhere around here, didn't she? I don't see any knights around anywhere. I wonder what Neidle is doing here. Woof.
Mr. Nidal, is that you?
What are you doing around here? Is it not obvious? I am selling potatoes. I see. I shall never forget that fateful day, that fateful witch trial. He's smashed off of... Well, we can't call it vodka. Let's just say it's non-alcoholic potato juice. Truth is, the following morning, I had my entrance exam to join the Order of Knights. Is that right? But the night of that trial, what happened in that courtroom? That was also the night you made me a complete laughingstock. And not only that, because you dragged the trial so late into the night, I overslept.
So you must have ended up being late to your exam, huh?
It's totally not my fault.
Well, good luck on the next exam, Mr. Nidal.
I have abandoned such a title.
Huh?
I live, eat, and breathe potatoes now, and drink them. Potatoes are my life. The journey of a potato seller is a long and arduous one. You may now address me as Spudley. Alright, Spudley. I'll take 2 potatoes, please. You have my thanks, Sir Blue Knight. Do you have a puzzle? No! If there's no exclamation point, then there's no puzzle. Fresh milk of Labyrinthia. You won't find a bargain like this anywhere else. Please don't.
Oh, we meet again. Are you here to purchase some of my fine milk?
Oh, I'm afraid not. Sorry. We'll be sure to pick some up next time. Anyway, you didn't happen to see any knights come by here, did you?
Knights? No, not today. Speaking of which, I heard there was a big to-do over at the witch trial last night. You wouldn't have something to do with that, now would you?
No, we didn't do a thing, did we, Luke?
That's right, we didn't do anything, honest.
Well, okay, that's a relief.
We wouldn't want Mummy's little milk muffin getting all spooked because of your antics, now would we?
Yes, ma'am. We'll be careful not to spook your little milk muffin.
It seems like the knights haven't been looking for us.
Well, looking for us here. I guess not. I'd really like to stick around and see what other information we can find around here.
But the only other people around here look a bit shady, if you ask me.
All the more reason we should ask. I'm sure they've heard all sorts of rumblings out here. Espella must be a nervous wreck waiting for us to get back with some information. We can't go back empty-handed, right?
You're right. Well then, let's get back on the case.
Over there. Where is over there? Anime, apparently. What? Nagito, is that you? Nagito, are you setting off bombs?
Was that an explosion?
Yes.
What could have exploded like that?
A bomb. Or magic. Or magic bomb.
Are you all right?
Yeah, I'm fine. How about you, Mr. Wright?
Yeah, I think I'm okay, considering.
That's a relief.
He didn't change his name, though. It did actually still say Knightley. Nidal. What could have caused that explosion? And of all places, why the middle of the marketplace?
Mr. Wright, do you think a witch could have done this?
Oh, I see how it is. Something explodes, and all of a sudden you're just gonna blame it on the witches.
We know they can summon fire and turn people into gold. There's no doubt about it. This has to be the work of magic.
I agree. Arbitrarily. At least it sure seems likely.
We should investigate the area of the blast. Let's go, Mr. Wright. I'm sure we'll find something that'll give us a lead regarding the witches.
Right. And if we come across anyone injured, let's give them a hand, alright?
In that case, how about we split up? I'll go and check that side over there.
Okay. That's just Luke. So wait. Is something wrong, Mr. Wright? Don't worry about this side. Okay. So I just need to go talk to them? Oh dear, why do all the strangest things always happen on this side of town? Always happen? Miss Mary, did something else happen here? Isn't it obvious? This area was perfectly peaceful until before you started trying to defend every witch out there. You do remember the incident with Robs and Mugs, don't you? Oh yeah, that happened right around here, didn't it? Yes, right on the footpath that leads to the courthouse through the forest. You know, I've just remembered something rather strange. What is this, a Phoenix Wright game? What's that? Just before the blast, I saw a bright spark on the ground. A bright spark? Truth be told, I noticed the same thing back when those flames erupted too. So you saw a spark of light on the ground. Is it going to turn out that magic is not real? It was all done with alchemy? Or something? I definitely saw a spark on the ground. And you say this was before the explosion? Could it have been something to do with magic? I'm afraid I couldn't say. Snowy and I will be staying far, far, far away from this mess. We're not getting dragged into any trials. Now I have to get back to the farm. I have to go and protect my precious little lovelies. Oh boy. I see the crazy goat lady is still as crazy as ever. Oh, what are you?
What's this? It kind of looks like a bell? I can't describe it, but something's weird about this bell.
Small bell added to items.
Huh? Hey you! Wait!
Who's that? Wait, just a moment!
Hey, Luke!
Wow, you're useless. Couldn't outrun a 4-year-old child.
Okay? It's you.
Ha. What did I tell you? Yeah, she's so bad at her job. It's like, okay, I want you to grab this bell and then run away. Okay. Thwomp.
Wait a second. Haven't we seen her somewhere before?
No way. I don't get it. There's no way you should be alive.
What? Oh, I remember where we saw her. It was at the other trial. Weren't you?
Miss Kira.
You're right. It is Miss Kira.
Yeah, she was supposed to have been dropped into the flames. We saw it with our own eyes.
Oh, she tripped because she's blind. Blind means unable to run.
I must go.
Wait a minute, Miss Kira. I just want to ask you a few questions.
I must go. Quickly. If I fail my task, I cannot return. Task?
Tell us, Miss Kira. How is it that you're still alive?
I must go. Did you see that?
She just vanished.
Was that the spell Demir?
I don't think so. Remember, to cast magic, you need to be carrying a Telea Magica. And we didn't hear her say any sort of incantation, so... But I did see her ring that small bell.
Incinerate does not mean to burn. That would be the plot twist of the century.
That bell. What do you think it's for? Mr. Wright?
Miss Kira should have died when she was dropped into the fire. but she looked alive to me just now.
He's still putting it together.
If that's the case, then maybe...
Maybe.
Maya! Hey, Luke!
Yes?
Let's head back to Rouge's place. I just thought of one more place we need to search.
Hey? But why?
There's no time to explain. We have to get back. Espella will want to hear this too.
And we
Okay,
can't
but-
talk while running. It's against the rules. Wait, what did that say? Oh, wait, can I go up here? Oh, it's just, I can only go that far. I can't go back to the real places yet. Incinerate means to return. What are you?
I can't do it if you're watching.
It's a puzzle.
If you...
From, thank you for
Just
the
turn
host.
Alright. Can't do it if you're leering at me. It's creepy.
What the? Check out that barrel. It looks like something's moving inside. Alright, it's time for a proper puzzle. Do you think we should pull it out? Huh? Raw. What? I was just a kid. Leave him in there. Nobody likes kids. Don't tell me a kid. Tell me a kid didn't just pop out of that barrel. You, why touch home? Now wait a second. We didn't touch a barrel. We only spoke about touching it. You touch, I saw. No touchy touch. You throw rubbish. We did not. People walk, think barrel for rubbish. Or think barrel for leaning. Okay. Well, it is a barrel. Did you ever stop and think that maybe just in once in a while you shouldn't be homeless? Get it together, Grouch. Get a job, Grouch. Barrel home, Cooper and barrel same. Plus, all stuffs inside barrel. Very much stuffs. Look, stuffs. Oh, I get it. It's sort of like a storage box. Not box, barrel. You want box, solve puzzle. Many box, tricky box. That's why Cooper only rolled with barrel. And now we're doing a puzzle. Sure. Odd box out. 5 boxes have been placed on pedestals. At first glance, they all appear to be the same, but in reality, one of them is different. Slide the stylus left or right to touch the boxes. It's just figure out which one is different? Oh, but they all turn together. Okay, well. Oh, okay, this is going to be a little bit different, or a little bit difficult. Alright. So we can't actually see the 6th side on any of them. Alright. On all of them, it's purple across from purple, red across from red, green across from green. Sure. Let's start with the purple side that has red and green in opposite corners. All of you guys have that? Purple. Oh, on A, it's on the bottom. Purple, green, opposite corners. Purple, green, opposite corners. Purple, green, opposite corners. Okay. The green one is pointing at... Oh, and that one we can't see. Oh, this could actually turn out to be really tough. I wonder if I do actually need to... We're gonna have to... This is gonna be a boring one, because there's no way... I can't do it by drawing on this... Like, drawing with a mouse, it's not very good. Oh, man. This is actually gonna be really hard. Assuming that... Assuming there isn't, like, an obvious one. Like, the green right here. Yellow. The red side with the purple, yellow, green. Purple faces towards green and red. Touching on the red side. Oh, man. I really hope there's just a big obvious flaw, right? Alright, so I need to use one of them as a base. We're just going to use A as a base. Go. Yellow, green. Turn it to the side. And green, and it's red, yellow. Turn it to the side. And it's red. Like yellow, green, purple. Yellow, purple. Then above it, like that, I guess, is purple with a large red, and below it is we don't know. That's A. What's B? I guess I should complete it for. Okay, so there's purple. Yeah, they're even oriented differently. Nice. Hold on. So already aren't A and B different? No, they're not. B is like that purple over there, and on the yellow-green side is the red and the purple. Okay, so what's on the opposite side? Where the purple is touching is purple. VOD watchers, skip ahead. This is going to be so boring. Just me saying the names of colors over and over again and then getting the right answer. So does B actually match this? Any problems here? Here's yellow, red on the yellow side going upwards. Yellow, green, red. Red is touching a yellow, red, purple, green. And there's the red and green. God. I usually don't mind spatial puzzles like this, where it's, okay, rotate the things in your head, but with this many and this much complexity, that's no fun. Alright, so I think A and B both match that pattern. It's hard to tell with the last... whatever. Oh, whatever. So we got red, the green, and yellow. We can't see the other green side, but if we flip around, there's got to be yellow, red. Oh, God. Yeah. Oops. The yellow is on the same side. Ultimately, yes, that's fine. Yellow, green, purple. Turn it some more. Oh my god. Do they expect you to physically build these cubes in the real world? Is that the only way? Purple leads to red and green. Okay, sure. What's on top? A green. The yellow and purple, and the yellow is touching a green. Sure. Oh, I really hope it doesn't wind up... So there's the red and yellow and green. Touching the green up there, where it's yellow and red. The red on the other side touches the yellow. There's the green, the purple. They're on a red. You can't see the last one. And above them is this green. We can't see it. The yellow touches a red for red and yellow on a green. Okay. E, please be different. If not, I'm just going to spend all the hint coins and hope that it just tells you outright. Red for yellow and green. Yellow touches a yellow. Yellow touches a yellow? What do you mean? Oh, alright, so E is different. Yeah, this side right here of this is like sideways. I think. We can't see what the red is touching. But there's nowhere else where, yeah, there's actually nowhere at all that there are two yellows that touch like that. So, I guess that makes it pretty easy.
See what you think of this.
Good, it did turn out to be easy.
You let me do the next one too?
I was afraid it was going to be, like, way harder, like... Well, I guess in the end it was, okay, there's one that's not rotated correctly. No, this is incorrect. I had to write it down. Imagining the cubes in your mind. You found tricky box. Must tell how find. It's simple, really. Every puzzle has a solution, you know? But really, boxes and barrels are both really similar, like ladders and step ladders. No, box and barrel different. Fact, like sun and moon. Like potato and tomato, different. I don't think I fully understand what he means, Mr. Wright. Trust me, Luke. The only fact here is that this kid really loves barrels. Boy, no understand why barrel great. Next time, join Cooper. You should come inside the box, then you'll see. No, thank you. I don't think we'll both fit in there. Too bad. So sad. What a strange boy. Alright, we've had our fun. Now time for exposition. And a bard, unfortunately. Oh, Mr. Wright, Luke. I heard a loud bang coming from the town. Did something happen there? Yes. This is my step ladder. I never knew my real ladder. There was a huge explosion. Thankfully, no one was hurt. An explosion? We don't know for certain, but I suspect magic was involved. Magic, you say? Oh yeah, that reminds me. You're not going to believe who we just ran into. Miss Kira. Kira? But that can't be right. I mean, she... Wait a minute, guys. Can I just say something? Yes, what is it? I still can't believe it myself, but Luke and I definitely saw Kira in town today. That... couldn't she have been brought back with magic somehow? I don't think so. Remember, Inquisitor Barnum said that no such magic exists. Oh yeah, that's right. Regardless, the reality is Kira should have been burned after the trial, but is somehow now alive again. That means, as crazy as it sounds, there's still hope. You mean... There's a chance Maya is still alive? What? That's right. Maya is still alive. Are you absolutely certain? Yes. I think so. I mean, if magic isn't the reason for Kira's sudden reappearance, then there's only one place we really need to investigate. I think I know. The fire cage back at the courtroom, right? Exactly. I have a hunch there's more to that cage than meets the eye. I bet if we search that place inside and out, we're bound to uncover some kind of huge secret. There might be a machine in there that allows you to send Sudoku solutions 9 years into the past. There's just one small problem. We've got the entire knighthood looking for us. How can we sneak back in there without getting caught? A puzzle. I've got it. Don't worry, Mr. Wright, just leave it to me. Eve told me about a hidden entrance behind the courtroom. Also, didn't we use a hidden exit to get out of the courtroom? Can't we just take it in reverse? Oh, yes, apparently. Eve told you? Haha. Anyway, we should get going, right? Wait. You! Give me puzzles! What are you doing here? Actually, I was hoping I'd run into you. I have a puzzle I'd like to introduce you to. And speaking of which, how fares the hunt? I hope you're coming across a copious amount of puzzles. I've taken the liberty of gathering all your undiscovered unsolved. Yes, that's going to be the right. Eve is the cat. Eve is Espella's cat, who is also secretly Darklaw, we're pretty sure. Yeah, alright. Rest of the stream, just puzzles. You might have missed something. Espella has a black cat named Eve. It ran away. We spent like an hour and a half walking around town looking for it. And instead of the cat, we found Darklaw. And instead of wearing her Inquisitor's outfit, she was wearing that thing that made it look like she had cat ears. And I'm like, oh, okay, she's the cat. A flower with very unique petals sits in a garden. However, it seems as if the petals are not correctly arranged. The flower pixie thinks they should be arranged so that each petal is next to a petal of either the same color or shape. Touch a petal once to pluck it, and again to place it. Move the petals so that they are arranged per the flower pixie's instructions. Cool. Should be next to one of the same color or the same shape. Alright, how many different shapes do we have? Heart shape, round, pointy, spiky. There's only one... Alright, well, this is easy. There's only one red one. So it has to be next to two spikies, which it already is. There are no other spikies, so this has to be next to a blue, and because we haven't done anything yet... We'll swap that. Oh, whoops. Is that it? Oh, no, wait. Oh, I see. I see. This purple one is also unique. It needs to be next to two heart shapes. No, wait. I want to do this in the other direction? I'm just... There we go.
This is my answer.
Void Hunter rides in on a drunken crab.
As you'd
Good job.
expect from a gentleman in training.
Except we don't drink and ride mounts, and we also don't drink and we also don't ride mounts, and then we still don't walk. You missed. We were in a tavern where nobody was drinking alcohol and nobody was driving, and yet they were like, "Oh, everybody here has been having so much fun that we better have them stay here, otherwise it won't be safe. The roads won't be safe for people to walk while drinking water." Wagon Dragon. Oh, the crab is drunk, not you. Well, I judge you both. Maya and Luke are each in charge of delivering the cargo inside a set of carts, with the help of their furry friends, of course. Move the carts through the center. Move the carts through the center and to the opposite sides of town. Okay. Oh, is it just keep them out of each other's way? Okay. Okay. Oh, okay. So it's not very easy. Just kidding. Yes, it is.
Let's do it, Miss Moya.
Wait a minute. You're supposed to be dead.
What I'd expect from the professor's apprentice.
Ba-boom. That was the cat, by the way.